इस वक्त
tourism
मैं
in Pakistan in comparison to many different countries, which makes its completely superb splendor all of the greater jaw-losing while you first lay eyes on a number of the United States herbal wonders and incidental cities, from palaces of historic kingdoms long gone by a way of means up to the crystal waters of lakes and vast, sweeping valleys. Pakistan surely does have it all. It is as specific and charming as its miles breathtaking, guided by a way of means of a nearby writer. Allow us to collectively witness only a smidge of the awe, magic, and marvel of this United States, and notice Pakistan via 20 of its
पाकिस्तान
maximum
एयरफोर्स ने
stunning
यहाँ पर एक
locations.
स्कीइंग
Here is the
रिजॉर्ट
list of
बनाया
20
है
most
और
beautiful
स्कीयर्स
places
को
to
ऊपर
visit
ले
in
जाने के
Pakistan.
लिए
1. Hunza Valley. Hunza Valley is a hidden gem of Pakistan, positioned within inside the Gilgit-Baltistan province. It is a secluded valley sitting among the Himalayas and the Karakoram mountain ranges. This fertile valley has agricultural land that has constantly been an exquisite traveler enchantment. It has breathtaking perspectives and is domestic to heat, hospitable humans. In the mountains of Hunza, there's an experience of tranquility and seclusion. The uncooked and rugged mountains make you sense like you're in paradise. This is a need to go to for folks that need to break out the hustle and bustle of ordinary life. 2. Swat Valley. During her go to Pakistan, Queen Elizabeth II categorized Swat because the Switzerland of Pakistan. Swat is positioned within inside the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. Due to its scenic splendor, exceptional climate, and hospitable humans, its miles vary a lot a bit of heaven on earth. Much like Hunza, Swat Valley is well known now no longer handiest for its breathtaking panorama, however additionally for its herbal wildlife. It has luscious forests, excessive top mountains, and exquisite lakes. Tourists can move hiking, trekking, camping, ziplining, or simply spend time enjoyable in nature. In the winters, vacationers can experience snowboarding, ice skating, sledding, ice hockey, snowboarding, and pace skating. 3. Naran Kaghan. Naran and Kaghan are outstanding traveler places positioned within inside the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. These valleys are the best spot for nature lovers. They provide flowing rivers, miles of meadows, snowy mountains, and breathtaking lakes. The valleys are a number of the maximum visited traveler spots within inside the United States. This vicinity is ample in herbal splendor. It is described via way of means of the crystal waters of the rivers, the inexperienced grass of the meadows, and the snow-capped peaks of the mountains. Tourists can experience stunning lakes which include Lake Saif-ul-Malik, Lulusar Lake, Ansu Lake, and Dudapatsar Lake. This valley draws hundreds of vacationers from all around the international Eacher. It is a high vacation spot to go to at some point of the summertime season, ideally from May until September. 4. Shogran Valley. Shogran is a small hill station within inside the Kaghan vicinity. It is full of luxurious resorts and motels, and it's miles the precise spot for own circle of relatives vacations. Similarly to the Naran Kaghan vicinity, Shogran is full of vacationers within inside the summertime season. One of the primary points of interest of Shogran is the Siri-Pay Meadow. Tourists can experience hiking, trekking, and mountaineering within inside the vicinity. The place is likewise generally domestic to song fairs and concerts. It is a healthy place that could offer pleasure and eternal recollections for households, journey seekers, and song lovers alike. 5. Skardu Valley. Skardu is a scenic valley and the capital of the Baltistan vicinity. It is full of rugged herbal splendor, clean spring water, blue lakes, and rocky mountains. The valley additionally performs host to a primary city middle that holds huge strategic importance as Skardu connects Pakistan with China, Afghanistan, and India. It is the primary enchantment for hundreds of trekkers every year. The vicinity reaches an elevation of 2,286 meters, mendacity at the back of the peaks of the exquisite Karakoram mountain range. Tourists can experience the hospitality of the Balti humans, devour splendid actual food, and experience the scenic perspectives courtesy of low-priced resorts and inns. 6. Chitral Kalash. Chitral is a small relaxed city nesting below the robust Hindu Kush mountains. It is inhabited via way of means of a tough, heat, and hospitable community. Within an hour power from Chitral, you'll attain Kalash, a UNESCO background webpage with a 1000-year vintage lifestyle. The Kalash are about 5,000 humans, who to this present day nonetheless stay as they did many centuries ago. Every year vacationers go to witness and be enlightened by a way of means of their traditions and lifestyle. The ladies get dressed in conventional apparel with a small cap, and the apparel is black with colorful embroidery made via way of means of the uniquely gifted ladies of Kalash. Men and ladies come collectively and dance at each pageant. These humans have a tendency to their goats, worship their gods as a community, and paintings on their vegetation for the duration of the year. This is one of the maximum specific locations in Pakistan that offers a glimpse into the lifestyle of an historic lifestyle. 7. Fairy Meadows. Fairy Meadows is a stunning little base webpage for the Nanga Parbat mountain range. It is positioned within inside the Dimer district of Gilgit-Baltistan. Blessed with matchless splendor, Fairy Meadows is without problems one of the maximum stunning locations in Pakistan. With a hike of virtually 3 hours, you'll attain this heavenly region with lush and experienced lakes and a brilliant view of the snow-blanketed Nanga Parbat mountain. The perspectives may be loved with a warm cup of tea or espresso out of your log cabin. A view this is 2D to none. Fairy Meadows without query is a surely extraordinary and joy of the uncooked north of Pakistan. 8. Neelum Valley. Neelum Valley is positioned in Azad Kashmir close to the capital Muzaffarabad. Neelum Valley actually interprets to Blue Gem Valley. It is one of the maximum stunning locations in Azad Kashmir. It is domestic to freshwater streams, crystal clean rivers, and exquisite forests. Like the relaxation of Pakistan, the humans of Kashmir are very hospitable and heat to their visitors. You can discover accommodations at very reasonably priced prices in Neelum, usually crowded with inside the summers. One ought to go to the place among September and October for a quiet, tranquil enjoy. 9. Badshahi Mosque. Badshahi Mosque is a relic of the exquisite Mughal dynasty, which dominated over the Indian subcontinent for almost 3 centuries. It is an ancient monument that could residence over 100,000 worshippers. It changed into made via way of means of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. The mosque represents the grand Mughal structure and stands in an enclosure with 4 minarets and 3 domes. It is likewise domestic to the relics of the Prophet Muhammad. It is embellished with difficult floral motifs and exquisite calligraphy. The mosque is a UNESCO background web page and stays well stored via way of means of the authorities. 10. Arang Kel. Arang Kel is a small village interior Neelam. It is likewise referred to as the Pearl of Neelam. This stunning village is nested at about 8,000 toes on a hilltop. Arang Kel is a 5-hour experience from Muzaffarabad, and the scenic path is a real marvel to witness. Kel is secluded from the relaxation of Kashmir and is full of inexperienced pastures and foliage. Kel is domestic to wild animals, horses, and birds of the rarest kinds. You can discover a relaxed resort or a cabin to your life and experience a few quiet time together along with your own circle of relatives. Trek alongside lots of its stunning trails or hike with inside the mountains. 11. Attabad Lake. In 2010, the village of Attabad changed into buried Benyat beneath a large landslide. The catastrophe killed 20 humans and destroyed 26 homes. The landslide brought on the Hunza River to be dammed with inside the place. The waters of this herbal dam speedy grew to an intensity of greater than 300 toes and reached over 21 kilometers. In time, from catastrophe, a place of spectacular splendor took from. Attabad Lake is described via way of means of its blue turquoise waters, shimmering among a myriad of small mountains. The lake is now a livelihood for the humans of Attabad, with their small guest houses and resorts nearby. Tourists can experience jet snowboarding, fishing, boating, and lots of different leisure activities. 12. Shandur-Hundrup National Park. Situated among Chitral and Gilgit, the Shandur Pass is a plateau. This is multiplied to a top of virtually 41 meters. The place of Shandur may be accessed among past due April and early November. Traveling there's handiest feasible through Jeep and a 168-kilometer power from Chitral. The place is likewise called the Roof of the World. It is domestic to the International's maximum resilient but beneficent humans. During the once-a-year Shandur Polo Festival, groups from Chitral and Gilgit-Baltistan compete. There are 7 fits played, and the pageant lasts for 3 days from July 7th till July 9 each year. It is the best polo floor with inside the International. Tourists can go to have splendid food, witness splendid polo fits, and experience the nice and cozy hospitality of the Pakistani humans. 13. Deosai National Park. Deosai National Park is a fertile undeniable. This is included via way of means of hundreds of thousands of vegetation. The vegetation entice butterflies, bees, and exquisite birds all around. This is the best plateau at the planet, unfold over a place of 3,000 km2. It is close to the Karakoram and Himalayan mountain ranges. Due to its splendid splendor and biodiversity, it changed into given the popularity of a countrywide park. The countrywide park is domestic to the Himalayan brown bear, golden marmots, the snow leopard, and lemur gyres. 14. Khunjarab Pass. The Khunjarab Pass is the best factor at the Karakoram Highway and the best border crossing with inside the international. It connects the Xinjiang province of China with Pakistan. It is domestic to a brilliant panorama with snow-capped mountains on each sides, a fertile excessive altitude plateau. Tourists can witness the wild grazing herds of yaks and mountain goats with inside the vicinity. Both armies of Pakistan and China experience a pleasant courting at the border and regularly trade items and pleasantries on unique occasions. It is an image of the eternal alliance among China and Pakistan. 15. Kaplu. Kaplu is a small faraway village close to Skardu. It has picturesque terraced fields that develop all kinds of vegetation. It changed into as soon as a well-known and rich nation for the rulers of Kaplu. Over time the region eroded, and this stunning village changed into unknown to the outer international. Recently the Aga Khan took hobby in renovating Kaplu and reviving the well-known Kaplu Palace to its former glory for vacationers and visitors. Guests can live within inside the tremendous resort and experience the small village and its heat-hospitable community. 16. Naltar Valley. Naltar Valley is a famous traveler enchantment, round 54 km from Gilgit city. It has thick forests, crystal clean lakes, and snowboarding centers with inside the winter. Naltar Valley can handiest be loved with inside the summertime season months whilst the lakes aren't frozen, and the climate is exceptional. To attain this valley, vacationers will must lease a jeep due to the fact there's no shape of public delivery to attain the place. There are several resort cabins and guest houses to deal with vacationers with inside the valley. To keep away from top traveler season, attempt to go to the valley after the month of May, and you'll be capable of witness lots of epic wild splendor via to the give up of fall. 17. Pirsohawa. Pirsohawa is a picturesque spot with inside the capital metropolis, Islamabad. It is a well-known spot and has a sturdy popularity among foreigners, diplomats, vacationers, and visitors who go to the capital. This inexperienced spot is complete of scenic restaurants with an astounding view of the entire metropolis, mainly at night. It is constantly full of vacationers, visitors, and households because of its splendid view, scrumptious food, and serene ambience. It is a need to go to whilst in Islamabad. 18. Bahawalpur. Bahawalpur is a vintage metropolis positioned in Punjab. It lies among the arid landscapes of the Khalistan Desert, near the border, neighboring India. It changed into as soon as a princely state, a part of the Rajputana states that stretched throughout Rajasthan and India, and changed into dominated by a way of means of Nawabs and Nizams. The metropolis is full of ancient monuments and vintage structure, just like the Normal. The metropolis is a photo in time, taking you again to the generation of the historic kings who used to rule over this vicinity. Bahawalpur has different extraordinary ancient points of interest, which include the well-known Darawar Citadel, courting again to the 9th century. It has extraordinary 30-meter excessive bastions that surround the citadel and partitions that span over 1.5 kilometers. It is an awe-inspiring monument representing centuries of grandeur. In Bahawalpur, the Farid Gate and the Royal Tombs interior Darawar Fort also are need-to-see portions of Pakistani history. 19. Ranikot Fort. Ranikot Fort is the biggest citadel with inside the international, additionally referred to as the Great Wall of Sindh. It is an astounding piece of structure positioned close to Jamshoro, Sindh. Though tough to get right of entry to because of bad improvement with inside the vicinity, Ranikot Fort remains a need-to-see piece of Pakistani splendor in case you are traveling Sindh. Search for nearby publications to resource you. The citadel stands with inside the center of nowhere, protecting nothing. Though the motive of the citadel has in no way been clean to the archaeologists, it smiles an image of satisfaction for the humans of Sindh. It stood the check of time and has been status for nearly centuries. 20. Baltit Fort. Baltit Fort is a 700-year vintage historic constructing positioned in Hunza. The citadel was the seat of governance for the rulers of the vicinity. The governors have been called Mirs, who dominated for loads of years. In 1954, the Mirs deserted the citadel to transport to any other palace built with inside the vicinity. The citadel misplaced its glory over the subsequent half of a century. Today, the citadel has been restored to its preceding glory via way of means of the Aga Khan Trust. This changed into achieved to hold the stunning lifestyle of Hunza. It took numerous years to renovate the citadel, however it stands as an image of satisfaction for the vicinity. A most important traveler enchantment, Baltit Fort is a high instance of Pakistan's efforts to hold its herbal and cultural background.